That's the biggest loser, dog.
Nah,
What
bro.
is going on, everybody? A special overreaction Tuesday, technically, day after Christmas. Hope everybody had a great Christmas if you celebrate it. Happy Boxer Day, whatever that is, to all our Canadians, and I hope you're having a great Boxing Day. Um, so we're gonna get into it. Like this past week of football was highly intriguing. A lot of movement in the playoff standings. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna start with obviously we got our guy Mo, Up in Flames podcast, a regular. We got our guy Cameron on here for the first time, co-host of the Football Frame of Mind podcast. What's going on, guys?
What's up? What's up?
I'm hanging out, man. I'm ready to talk some football. I got some thoughts. So
And
yeah, I'm ready to talk some football.
we're gonna get into
All
those
right.
thoughts. So Mo, I'm gonna start with you then, since you got all the thoughts. Who's your biggest winner?
You know, there was a few people that won some important games this weekend. The biggest winner, though, I'm gonna just take the easy route. I don't want to argue about this. This is the Baltimore Ravens. They just established themselves as the best team in football until proven otherwise, and it could be proven next week. All I'm saying is today, the Baltimore Ravens are the best team in football. Everybody said on Christmas night, we got the most special game you could have, a possible Super Bowl preview. Ravens, best team in AFC. Niners, best team in the NFC. And the Ravens bust they heads. Lamar looked flawless. Brock Purdy threw 4 interceptions. Darnold came in and threw a pick. It was all bad for the 49ers on behalf of the Ravens, bro. On behalf of Lamar Jackson, that defense, and the Ravens, bro. So, like, they got to be the biggest winners. Kyle Hamilton, just like in the most important game, bro, of the season, he became a superstar to a lot of people who weren't familiar with his game, who didn't realize who really that was at the safety position. He just became a superstar because he got to play and have a great night, a career night on Christmas night, which would go to another argument, but I'll say that for the next topic. But yeah, like he just had a special moment on national television. Everybody was watching that. I can't wait till Wednesday when they tell us how many people actually watch this game. But you know it's gonna do crazy numbers. Everybody watch this Super Bowl preview and watch the Ravens whoop they tail. They the biggest. I'm just taking the cop out because it's not that one's not arguable. There's other people who like da da da. Are you sure? But I'm gonna just go the safe route since I got to go first.
That's not a bad pick. They did was a huge statement, just the way they beat them.
It's just an easy
I
pick.
can't argue. Yeah.
It's just an
They
easy.
did.
I took the
They
easy
did.
way out. I don't want to argue about it.
They definitely did.
I don't want to argue about it.
Cameron, who you got as your biggest winner for the week?
He stole mine because I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. So
Everybody trying
that's
to take
fair.
the easy way out.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But my biggest winner was the Raiders, man. After everything they done been through this season, man, firing their coach and all of that, man, looking garbage all season. To win, I think 3 out of 4 the last few weeks. So look good. And I feel like they the winners of the week simply because they found their head coach, man.
Oh,
If they don't pull the trigger on dude, they in trouble, man. It's a good wave, dog. Like I don't know how else to say it, man. When the
why?
players when the players are in love with you and the fans are vibing with you, that's a good move in my opinion, man. So if I'm looking for a head coach, man, it look like it's good, man. It's time in my opinion. So that's my winner, man. Not to mention that they put on a show in the game. I mean, defensively, they was making Mahomes look crazy. I mean, dude taking the ball away from the kid in the stands, like they was on demon time on Christmas Day. But I like what they doing in their running game, man. I really like Zamir White. I like Josh Jacobs. I think they all could be really good, man. Now, like I said, I don't know about quarterback, but it was a good win. And like I said, they vibing with their head coach, man. So I like them.
I don't know. I've seen too many times when interim coach comes in, he's really successful, and they keep him on, and then. But then again, who was old boy that Raiders had as an interim not too long ago? He did really well. I think got them to the playoffs, and then they didn't. So I don't. It's tough. I don't know if he would be my first choice, but he definitely he needs to be in the conversation.
No,
he deserves at least an interview.
No,
yeah. That's all. That's all I'm saying, man. Just
because if Josh McDaniels gets fired with Jimmy G and Antonio Pierce comes in with whatever Derek Carr, the guy who looks like he played Derek Carr in a biopic.
Nah, we not going. Nah, I'm gonna be honest, bro. We're not gonna overvalue what the Raiders are doing right now, bro. Like them winning games is more about the teams that they playing and they struggles than it is about the Raiders. Next year, you talking about, bro, you just played yourself out a good quarterback, bro. Like now you just played yourself. If you're looking for a quarterback, you gotta go Michael Penix if he falls to you. Like you gotta go Michael Penix. Like that's what you're looking at with this type of team that you're saying winning games. And then you're talking about they're rallying around AP, right? I've seen this though. That's cool. Man, there's a better head coach, better suited for what the Raiders need to do moving forward because of what they are. They're really a quarterback away. There's other positions you want to improve, but like the Raiders are not a bad team roster-wise. You keep what you got, but you need a quarterback. And you just played yourself out of a really possibility of a high-level quarterback by winning games around a coach that I don't think he would be the right coach for a rebuild. It's cool to rally around him and prove that Josh McDaniels sucked more than it is to actually have to, like, bro, you coming into this position with no pressure. Not everybody see, like, hey, Aiden O'Connell, cool, we can win with the run game, that's fine, whatever, but we just played ourselves out of opportunity of, I don't want to say Caleb Williams, but shit, Drake May, you played yourself out of everybody by winning a few games, and then what? Like, you still looking stupid next year. And you're not just going to rally around because you're going to expect to be better, but like you just played yourself out of really improving at the quarterback position by winning games. Meaningless games. You're not going to the playoffs and you're not going to win anything. So, like, what are you winning for? I understand playing hard, playing tough. I get it. Yeah. But, like, I think these are guys' tryouts to show more value to other teams so they get traded. I think this is Max Crosby. Man, I think they more asking out playing the way they playing than they are saying, like, hey, we going to rock with AP for the future. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just saying, there's a couple guys out there that I don't really think there's a couple guys. There's just one guy I think that would be better suited for the Raiders than AP that I would definitely just be like, I'm going this route, and it would be Harbaugh. Like, I'm not saying Harbaugh got interest in going there. I hear a lot about the Chargers, but I'm just saying if they could get Harbaugh, like, yeah, AP got to go. Like, if you telling me Harbaugh wants to be the Raiders coach, yeah, AP got to go, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see what you're saying. But I think
y'all gonna be stuck with drafting, like, not y'all, because you're a Ravens fan, but Raiders fans gonna be stuck with drafting Michael Penix Jr. and trading a 5th round pick for Jameis Winston to start to let Michael Penix Jr. get acclimated to the NFL at 25, 26 years old, kind of stink for the first half of the season, and then hope he comes in and is a good rookie quarterback because he's been in college for a while or whatever. So he's not your average rookie. Like, that's kind of what you're hoping for. Like, that's what it look like next year by winning these games. That's what you. So now you're looking at that, and if that fails, man, you got to start to rebuild all over. That's what you're getting excited for right now is the possibility of like Michael Penix and like Jameis Winston on your roster to try and win games. And if Jameis stinks, okay, cool, everybody done with Jameis forever. He just comedy. But then if Michael Penix come in and he stinks, now you just like, damn.
Right, but let me. I'm seeing
firsthand. We won all those games. Damn.
Right. But think about it this way. I'm watching firsthand what bad coaching can do to decent to top tier talent. Yeah. But Ron Rivera, who should have been fired 2 years ago, Eric Bieniemy, who we are seeing is not what we thought he was. If there's a coach out there, what?
Can we say that about Bieniemy?
Absolutely.
You sure?
No, man, yes. No.
I'm gonna be honest.
Not yet.
I'm gonna be honest. Be honest. Here's why I'm gonna say I can't say that about
Bieniemy. Not yet.
Because maybe Sam Howell maybe he just ain't it. Cause like you could also say if it's you could say he not accredited to his success, but at the same time, like, hey man, Mahomes and that offense look a little depleted, man. Like they look pretty cooked. They look pretty frustrated. They look like pretty don't know what to do. I don't think Washington's offense has looked like pretty don't know what to do. They just don't have the pieces in the right spots. The O-line, you know what I'm saying? To hold up. I don't think their offense has looked like they really don't know what to do, though.
Yeah.
That's what they look like the last 10 weeks.
I would say that too.
They don't look.
I don't think they got the quarterback yet.
The numbers, bro. The first half of the season, dog, when Sam Howell was leading in pass yards, was like top 5 in passing touchdowns for the first half of the season. Like, bro, there was a lot of praise, and then like, okay, it was a hot start for Sam Howell. Bro, I'm like, bro, he's the guy. You know what I'm saying? You take what you get. You know, maybe lose, get some good picks, and build around him. He's the guy. And then like this second half of the season. You're either seeing all the flaws of Washington. They don't have a good offensive line. Okay, that's going to wear on you at the end of the season. Age, toughness in the trenches, all that wears on you at this point in the season. And that's where everybody in the second half get exposed. And you're seeing it with a lot of teams. It ain't just Washington. But I'm just saying, like, the first half when everybody's starting to get their legs in, bro, we all know the second half show you who good and who's not. And all your flaws get broken out when everybody fighting for these playoff positions. And you see it with Washington. I don't think it's a Sam Howell's not good, but a lot of people are starting to think that, and it's like it's possible, but their O-line's bad and this and that. So like, what they really supposed to do? Like, they got some talent though. Like Washington is talented enough, but
yeah, I mean they got talent, man. I just don't. I just think
Eric Bieniemy is wasting it because when you know your offensive line is trash, why on a 3rd and 3, which he did 2 days ago, on a 3rd and 3. Why are you calling passing plays that are taking 7-8 seconds to develop? Like,
man,
he doesn't put Sam Howell in good positions. That's the kind of play calling he's been doing the last couple of weeks. Because, and I do think that time when Sam Howell was balling, it was a lot of short passes, a lot of screens, a lot of quick getting the ball out quick because let me finish because the offensive line, because Eric Bieniemy understood the offensive line is not that good. We cannot let Sam Howell sit in the pocket. Cannot do that because it's going to get him killed. He adjusted a little bit more run plays, a lot more screens, a lot more quick slants, and then all that got to Bieniemy's head, and he's like, all right, now I'm gonna air it out again.
I got you.
And okay, go ahead.
I got you right here. You think Eric Bieniemy got another chance in Washington? You think he bought him? You think he bought himself one more year?
No.
I think Eric Bieniemy playing himself into exactly who he needs in the draft at quarterback.
Yeah,
I think he got his eye on who he want, and I think he's showing that the way he running that offense. Because guess what you get to say? As an offensive mind, a respected offensive mind. At the end of the day, we can all question whether he should be a head coach or not. He respected offensive mind.
Yeah.
And he say, look, when you sit down with the GM and the owner, who don't even really know football, but all I got to do is sell it, and I think he'll really believe it. Look, these plays that didn't develop is because I need this. And guess what? This is in the draft. And guess what Washington has literally just played themselves into? The Caleb Williams sweepstakes. I'm not saying they're going to be the worst to get the number 1 pick. But now you put yourself into, you could think about Caleb Williams, and you could think about if the Bears get the number 1 pick. Hey, if we that 4th, 5th pick, that price tag might be worth trading up to get that guy. That might be my guy. Hey, you go get me Caleb Williams and watch what I do to this franchise.
I agree.
How don't you buy it?
I agree. I think they need him.
Anything you can say about
Washington, they need a quarterback.
They got Terry McLaurin. They got Curtis Samuel. They got Jahan Dotson. They got Logan Thomas. Listen, I ain't saying these are all superstars, but these are nice weapons that a lot of winning teams would love to have a lot of them. Put Terry McLaurin on the Chiefs. Like, he's that type of – he's a winning player. You put him on a really good team, man, you go get your quarterback, and I feel like I could go get my quarterback. Listen, we the top 5. It's going to cost us our future, but he is our future, and I promise you with what we got right here in him, I'll make him the next Patrick Mahomes. He can sell that. How do you not buy it? How don't
like-
you buy it? In every failure
like
of
that.
plays, you can break it down and be like, that's Sam Howell. But if I ran that play and had this guy, all you got to do is put Washington on one TV, put USC on the other TV, and show all his similar plays to Sam Howell's and show those being successful and show those being failures and be like, that right there is what I need.
Yeah.
Do you not buy it? Like you buy that. That's a possibility. Like if I said that,
I do as a fan.
like as ownership though. Listen,
I don't know.
give me one more opportunity. Go get that guy, and I promise you, I can show you the world. You have to buy it because everybody believes Caleb Williams is that guy to buy that.
Okay, so let's say I'm gonna make this quick because we've been talking too much about this. Let's say it fails. Let's say you go get Caleb Williams, and we're sitting here 4 years from now, 5 years from now, talking about okay, which quarterback we getting this time with a top 3 pick? Which head coach are we gonna bring in this time to draft the quarterback with our top 3 pick?
Let's say it fails. Guess what? Every losing team that has an opportunity to take a quarterback takes that chance no matter what.
Yeah.
You always take that chance. You can't guarantee that the number 1 pick pans out to be the superstar and your savior.
No,
every team that loses takes that chance. So why do you not jump up from 4 or 5 to 1 if I can make you buy the fact that I think this dude is that dude? And guess what? It's not a hard sell. You know why? Because Caleb Williams is that dude. He don't want to go play in Chicago, so he can make himself had, and the Bears can have them conversations, and all you got to do is be the highest bidder. Everybody believes he is that dude. And I think Washington has a good enough roster that if you put that dude on there, he'll be a good rookie. He'll have a CJ Stroud-like rookie season if he's really that dude. And then from then on out, you will constantly see him turn into, oh my God, this dude is that dude. So if I'm going to take a chance on him, I'll take a chance on Caleb Williams. And if it fails, it fails.
Yeah.
But if you have the opportunity to get Caleb Williams and you don't, and whoever else you take because you think you're comfortable there at 4 or 5, and it fails, you still fail. You still took a quarterback in the top 5 and failed. Because you're going to feel like you're a quarterback away. If, hey, we can't get C-Dub, let me sell you on Bo Nix. Let me sell you on Michael Penix. There's other guys he can sell people on to be like, if I get him, he makes the plays that he can't. There's a few guys to make that sell on. So I'm just saying, like, I think he bought himself 1 more year if he sell it.
I don't know.
But I ain't in the NFL.
There's not really there's only off the top of my head 3 to 4 teams who have been as miserable as this franchise has been for the last 23 years.
The Lions,
the Lions, who just won a division, so good for them for the first time in 30 years.
Yeah,
the Jets and the Browns.
Yeah, he ain't lying.
The Jets are making moves.
Rob, y'all really suck.
I know we do, which is why I don't want to go through in 4 years. I don't want to be 35, 36 years old talking about, man, I just want to see my team win the champion. Like,
but Caleb Williams puts you in a good spot, though. If you can move up to get him,
Eric Bieniemy is the guy.
I think so, man, because he got the offensive mindset, bro.
He got Mahomes on his resume. He has Mahomes on his resume. Who is Caleb Williams? He has
how on his resume?
Who is Caleb Williams comparison to? Mahomes.
I saw Aaron Rodgers today.
His comparison is to Mahomes.
I like Aaron Rodgers' comparison, to be honest with you.
No.
I do.
Hey, Chris, why don't you come on the show like you said you were going to?
Just keep the light skin on, bro. Keep the light skin brothers compared to each other. Mahomes, Caleb Williams.
Nah.
Don't compare C-Dub to that. No.
Going back real quick. My biggest winner.
Yeah, my bad. We got so off track. This is why I wanted to get on here. I knew it was going this way.
My biggest winner, real quick, is the Eagles because from here on out, they control their own destiny. They got huge help from the Dolphins. Next week, they have the Cardinals, and then the following week, they have the Giants. So, I mean, it looks pretty much all but certain that they're going to lock up the division. The first time since the 03-04 season that the NFC East has a repeat division winner, and coincidentally, it's the Eagles. They're the last team to do it, 03-04, and here they are, 22-23, doing it this year. That's my biggest winner this week. An individual winner, I will say, is Lamar Jackson. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of him, I don't think he's a good quarterback. He's playing well this year, and
what?
I can't. Oh yeah, I've said that in
Man, this
3 to
dude
5
might
years he's gonna
win
be on
his-
the bench.
Bro, this dude might win his. Hey, listen, no.
For him.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you, Cam, because you wasn't here. I'm not gonna let him get away with that statement of what he said as if there weren't already years on that statement. That man said that 3 years ago during COVID.
Yeah, I still got
In
2 more years.
He said in 4 to 5 years from COVID 2020, Lamar Jackson will be on the bench. That's what he said.
I still got time on it. Don't worry.
That man say he got 2 more years on it because this man about to win his second MVP.
Oh my
You
God.
Doesn't even really
3 years ago, and you said from 3 years ago, from around this time, you said so. This is, bro. He about to win the MVP.
that's right.
You said this,
Which the MVP
And you
award
think he finna
doesn't
win
mean
this?
shit.
but you think he finna win second MVP and then fall off in the next 2 years?
Yeah.
Like that's what
I still got time on it.
you.
I'm still still standing behind what I said.
And you said
I'll
it's
probably be
because
wrong.
he sucks. And you said it was
Okay,
because he's
medical
not.
No, man.
Like that's the thing is, so like, okay, God forbid, knock on wood, but I'm just saying if he won MVP, maybe he don't win the Super Bowl, but he get to the AFC Championship, maybe he get to the Super Bowl and lose. But then let's say he start playing amazing, and in week 6, he, God forbid, knock on wood, he get hurt. Like that wouldn't be to your argument though. I'm just saying, like, your argument was
I
injury
wouldn't.
protection. Because you only said it was because he wasn't good, not because he wasn't good enough and he might get
I mean,
hurt.
good quarterbacks
You
don't lose
can't-
their job to
But
injury.
if you came from he might get hurt because he was
Yes, they
worried
do.
about him get hurt, then
Yes,
no.
they do.
But I was like, if you said, hey, it come from like, bro, I think the way he plays, he'll just get injured. Okay, I would understand. So then if he get hurt, your point was proven. But no, your point was he's not good. 3 years ago, he's not good.
Yeah,
His
3 years ago, he
MVP
wasn't a
was
good
fluke.
quarterback.
And then from 4 to 5 years from that date 3 years ago, so you got about 1 to 2 more years to have to like eat on that because you stood on that. There's 2 takes you stood on, Rob, that you finna have to apologize for.
What's the other one?
bro.
That and the fact that DK Metcalf is gonna go down as the greatest wide receiver of all time. Yeah, you gonna have to.
No. Since we're bringing context into it,
We got
I
time
did
for
say
that one.
with Russell Wilson.
We got.
Man, we
I
ain't got
wasn't-
no damn time for that.
Yes,
No.
we do. Yes,
No.
we do. He
No,
still
we-
got a lot of
no.
time left.
Yeah,
Not with Geno Smith and
man, that
and-
man ain't even on track
Drew
to
Lock.
be the greatest or nothing, man. We not doing that. He
Man,
has
He's not even going
there
to pass
is
Steve
no-
Largent.
Bro, there
Right.
is nothing on his resume that tells you that he finna be what Rob said he was finna be. Because Rob said he's gonna go down as the greatest wide receiver of all time.
With
Okay,
Russell
not
Wilson as his
greatest of
quarterback.
all time,
Even
but
with
way
Russell
better.
Wilson, there is nothing on his resume that told you he was on his way to be better than
He had him for
Randy
2
Moss,
years.
Jerry Weiss, Terrell Owens, Chad Johnson. Yeah. Like I
No,
thought.
don't. You know,
Chad-
we're not about to do this. There's a whole backstory with the Chad Johnson thing. Yeah, don't worry about it. Mo knows about it. Mo knows what he said. But no,
It got
and
some
that was what
validity to it.
he had Russell Wilson for 2 years.
Okay, but nothing screamed the greatest wide receiver of all time at all. Even if
Y'all should-
him and Russell Wilson was together for the next 10 years, I wouldn't care.
Man,
That's
I-
your listen,
Oh,
your
man.
2 that you gonna have to live and die on. Like if we pull everybody worst ones, I know I got some in my bag that you probably could bring up.
Yeah, Chad Johnson.
But the ones that you gonna have to live and die on,
You're
it's
right.
gonna be rough for you.
No,
that
that
Lamar-
DK
It's
one
gonna be
should
real,
not.
bro. If Lamar wins MVP this year, that state like we
MVP
gonna
does
put
not
that
mean
shit up.
anything.
No, listen, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna find that.
MVP means a lot, bro.
I'm
No,
gonna
it
find that.
doesn't.
No, listen, Rob, I'm
Yo,
going to find that.
24 hours ago, Brock Purdy was a betting
Yeah,
favorite to
sure.
win MVP.
And guess who he lost to?
I
The dude
actually
with the
wouldn't.
second
I
best
wouldn't have
odds.
said that, dog. I like McCaffrey more than him, honestly.
Right, but
He
exactly.
lost to the dude with the
McCaffrey.
second best odds. He
Right,
lost
but-
to
but
the
the-
dude with the second best odds, who played really
the
good
fact-
and win, and
but the
didn't throw
fact-
4 picks
But the fact that he 24 hours ago was a leading betting favorite
until
to
the
win MVP
matchup.
and CMC wasn't.
Okay,
That proves you right there. The MVP does not mean anything.
And when Lamar win it, all I'm saying is a take of saying he gonna be
That's fine.
in 4 to 5 years. 3 years ago, that's gonna be a hard take to stand on when he win. The man win an MVP since that was said.
Man, he got some weapons now, dog. Like
if you would have said that at the beginning of this year, even if it wasn't 3 years ago where your timeline was striking, even if that was your hot take going into this year, it would still be like, damn. You said that he went on to win MVP, man. That's a tough outlook for your argument, man, to think that the 2-time MVP at 26, 27 years old just gonna fall off a cliff like that by the time he's 32. That's kind of crazy.
Man, people don't understand that man.
That take would look nuts regardless.
People is dropping passes, bro.
He's not RG3, bro. You talking like that man fortunate RG3. That's what you calling him. A fortunate RG. Your Washington trauma is showing with Lamar Jackson. That's all it is. It's your Washington trauma. He is what Robert Griffin was supposed to be. He is what Robert Griffin was supposed to be. I understand. It hurts.
All right, Cam, I'm going to start with you on biggest loser.
I could have been lit.
All right, so my biggest loser is actually the Colts, man. Because if you look at the AFC South, man, it's like it was a three-way tie for first place. Everybody was like 8-6. The Texans, Jaguars, and them. They was 8-6. So I feel like they're the biggest loser in my opinion because they lost an opportunity to really make a statement in that division. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, CJ Stroud was hurt, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. He was out. So they had an opportunity to kind of win that matchup. And then the Jaguars as well. So I mean the Colts kind of lost their opportunity, man, in my opinion. So that's my biggest loser of the week, man. I could easily go Cowboys, but nah, I'm not.
Man, you should have did it. You should.
Nah, I wasn't gonna do it, man. Because they still got an opportunity to win their division.
That still would have been great to just start off with that. Rob, who is your biggest loser? Are you going that route?
I don't know yet.
Because I don't even have to say mine. Like if you finna go that route, because there's no point in saying mine because it doesn't matter who it is. Because it's crazy if it's you walk away from everything that happened this week.
No. My biggest loser, honestly, in all seriousness, is Sam Howell.
Oh shit. Okay, you made it personal. All right, let's keep this not outside of Washington. Washington, who's your biggest loser? Go ahead and say it. Just say who your biggest loser is without making it personal for a second. We can go back to you, Sam Howell. Just I'm gonna say my biggest loser, and then we'll just get into what we all want to get into. Since y'all really believe it, y'all just didn't go that route. So I'm gonna be honest. I think my biggest loser is the Jaguars, bro. Iron Man Trevor out there getting killed, and y'all fighting for a playoff position right now. Y'all fighting to win your division, let alone for a playoff spot. Your quarterback on his last limb, like damn near literally, like he didn't sprained his shoulder now. Like, bro, this dude is back there getting murdered, trying to win these games, bro. He hasn't really been able to put it together all season. And like, does he play next week? Like any team right now who you're losing your starting quarterback right now, trying to fight for a playoff spot, you're kind of screwed. Like, especially with no expectation of them really coming back and being effective, you're screwed. A lot of these backup quarterbacks that are having success, Joe Flacco, Jake Browning, you know what I'm saying, PJ Walker at times, like any of these guys that have had success, they've been settled in for a couple games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gardner Minshew, they've had a few games already, so they're ready for this kind of football. They warm up and they're ready for the season. Any guy that's coming in now, like, damn, my season's over. Like the 49ers believed before Brock Purdy got hurt the other night that maybe if they scored on that drive, they could win. But when he got hurt, they was like, damn, it's Sam Darnold coming in. Like,
nah, bro.
Right, this game is over. That's cool. Like, even when he scored that touchdown, you was like, dang, it's still Sam Darnold. And then when Sam Darnold threw that pick, he was like, yep, that's Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold now,
like, with Trevor Lawrence, like when you playing behind him now, you just like, damn. Even if you get your hopes up in the middle of the game, he gonna take them from you because it's his backup. So it's like, I don't even know what his backup is. It's Beathard, ain't it? It is Beathard.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Beathard. So like, he gonna come in and snatch your heart away from you in the middle of the third. early fourth quarter, and you just gonna be like, damn, our season really over, all because Trevor Lawrence got beat up. We couldn't protect them to save our life. So yeah, Jaguars the biggest losers, man. They had to win that game. That was a must win. They got whooped. Like you got whooped, and your quarterback got beat up again. Like you got whooped trying to make a playoff statement, and your quarterback got beat up. Now you got Bucs fans thinking they could win the Super Bowl. Boy, y'all done lost y'all mind, boy.
Shit, the way the NFC South looks, shit, they might be in the playoffs.
The Bucs gonna be in the playoffs, and we all know who they gonna get smacked by. It's cool. They still got cool. Win your division, have to see the Cowboys first round. They remember what happened last year. Y'all gonna suffer that same trauma. You gonna beat the piss out the Bucs. Get the Cowboys, the Bucs. I know we going to the second round.
I mean, if you want me to say it, I'll say it. Cowboys are the biggest loser, and here's why. I wasn't going to. I didn't.
Y'all wanted to though. Both of y'all said
No,
I don't want to, but this is who I want to say. But I
want to say the Chiefs because to lose like that at home to the Raiders is embarrassing. With an interim head coach, regardless of what you think of him, if he should be the coach or not, to lose like that when you have the best quarterback of our generation, arguably could go down as the greatest quarterback of all time, you shouldn't lose like that.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say the Cowboys for this reason. One, because they initially look like the biggest winner for losing because you lose out on the division, but that means you get Tampa, you get the winner of the NFC South, which, as we saw in 2020 when the roles were reversed, you had Tampa who lost the division to the Saints, got the 4th seed of the NFC East champion, which was the Commanders at the time.
It was y'all, but all that was weak. Anybody, all us was sweet. Anybody who got it was sweet.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Initially, it looks like biggest winner because you draw the NFC South champion. It's a cakewalk, no matter who, whether it's the Bucs or the Falcons. But then you got Philly against Seattle. Philly's taking that one. Detroit against, as rise of right now, LA. I think Detroit will sneak away with a win.
Hell no. Detroit
don't think so?
Nope. Matt Stafford
against the Eagles?
Man, no.
No, Detroit against the Rams.
Matt Stafford coming in that building and snatching y'all souls. Y'all should be apologizing to me.
I don't think so.
And
so that means
they pass defense is sweet. And Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, the way Kyron Williams playing, the way that old lot, man, stop playing. You want Jared Goff and Matt Stafford to get in the shootout in the playoffs, and you think Matt Stafford coming home, where he broke some records, where he had one of the greatest receivers of all time. That yes, they didn't win anything, but they did some absolutely amazing things together on the field. The reason why you would turn on the Lions was to see Matt Stafford and Megatron, or Matt Stafford and Golden Tate and everybody else that he had. Kenny Golladay was a star with Matt Stafford. Like, let's be honest, it was never because Matt Stafford wasn't good enough. You don't think he get to come in that building and be like, look, y'all traded me because y'all couldn't put nothing around me to really win. I went and won a Super Bowl. Y'all started committing to winning to prove that you won that end of the deal because Jared Goff is a good quarterback, but he ain't me. Cool. Guess what? I'm finna snatch all that from y'all.
He got try, man. But Goff with the weapons he got now, that's a good game, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, who's the better quarterback in that matchup, Goff or Stafford?
It's a wash for me.
It ain't no wash, man.
It's a wash for me.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
For me.
The top 5 quarterback in the NFL, man. We gonna stop doing this. Matt Stafford is him. He one of them. He's top 5 in the NFL. He's one of them.
Right now?
Yes.
Right now?
Period.
No way.
Period.
No way. He turned the ball over way too much.
You want me to tell you when he solidified that? When he won that Super Bowl, you want me to tell you when else he solidified that?
Bro, the defense won that Super Bowl.
Listen, hold on now. That offense was damn good that year. That was still a top 5 offense that year. We not gonna do that. Odell Beckham was finna become right back in his superstar year in the first half of that Super Bowl. He was finna become a superstar in that first half of that Super Bowl before he tore his ACL.
So are we
Unfortunately,
playing these playoffs in 2023 or in 2021?
no, listen, all I'm saying, that's when Matt Stafford, he solidified that, listen, statistically, I was always one of them, but y'all said I couldn't win. Y'all
We're
traded
not arguing
came
that.
over here, won a Super Bowl. Now I'm finna come in here to the same franchise that gave up on me and ain't want to take the full-blown rebuild to win games like y'all did with Jared Goff. Man, I'm finna snatch that from y'all because my team is good. When Matt Stafford, they only down where they at because Matt Stafford missed a few games. Don't forget he missed a few games this year. As soon as he came back, that offense clicked right back. They look like that team you don't want to have to play. And guess who looks like a team that doesn't want to play? A team that you don't want to have to play? Detroit. Detroit.
Man, I think their success.
I don't want to have to play
Their
that.
success
Former quarterback? No.
is about Cooper Cup, bro. I think that's the person that kind of made the team a little bit better, in my opinion.
They
When
would
he
have
Rams
came
only
back,
have one good win this year.
everything started to flow.
they would have
That's my
had
opinion.
they would have had offensive rookie of the year if it wasn't for CJ Stroud. And that's still not necessarily saying it might not be up for debate.
Huh? So
Puka
Wait.
Nacua would have won offensive rookie of the year if it wasn't for CJ Stroud being immaculate at quarterback.
I mean, actually, I thought it was they're gonna have two on the same team because you forget Tank Dell, a rookie too.
And Tank Dell was not playing better than Puka Nacua this year. What are we talking about? No.
What?
Oh,
The man before he got hurt, he had like 8 touchdowns, bro.
biggest overreact. No. Ain't no way, boy. We didn't even know who Puka Nacua was prior to like his first
We
month.
didn't know who Tank Dell was either.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Really. Not
Real
really.
people,
You low key knew.
man, people knew who Tank Dell was.
Low
You
key.
knew who Tank Dell was.
Low key.
If you know football, you knew who Tank Dell was. Boy, Chris, you need to grow your facial hair back. Boy, ASAP.
This is for Trevor Lawrence. Shade for
Hey,
him.
Chris, real quick. Give us your biggest winner.
I just wanted to do my biggest loser.
All
I
right,
don't
do
even
your
care about my
biggest
biggest winner. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, yeah, that was my biggest loser.
Yeah.
Them boys are trash. Them boys are trash.
I can't
Basura. Esucio.
like
This
I hate to say it. 'Cause, hey, we
So
ain't
Cam, this is like your first show on here, so shout out to you for finally coming on and all that.
Right on,
So
right
you know how
on.
Cruz has his thing for Lamar. My thing is with Trevor Lawrence because that boy has been getting praised like he's the next great thing. And let's be real, Cam, he's kind of been Has he done anything transcendent that's like, yo, he's special? Anything since he came in the league that he's
You
done
talking
anything
about Trevor
special?
Lawrence, right?
Trevor Lawrence, yes. Has he done anything special in the league?
Playoff
Yeah,
game.
he been
Yeah, bro.
okay.
He's
won
been
a-
solid, right? Solid, right?
Yeah.
He won a playoff game after the worst
Okay,
first half.
Daniel
Yeah.
Jones won a playoff game. You ain't gonna say he's transcendent.
No. The way Trevor Lawrence won that
I
though
don't-
was the way, bro. He was supposed to fail.
So are y'all saying that a couple of games does not dictate somebody's entire outlook on their entire career?
Let's not do that. Let's not do that right now.
Hey,
Let's,
we-
Is that what we're saying?
Hold on. Chris said, he said, hey, the way Rob got his thing for Lamar Jackson, Chris got his thing for T-Law. Guess what, though? Only one of y'all look like y'all might be up to something on that side of the spectrum.
I'm on to something.
Eat that after Lamar win an MVP.
Yeah.
All right, that was always. I was
Like, now you
the
going to
Lamar
be
stuff. It was kind of crazy.
two-time
What?
MVP.
Because when I said it, hella people were like, "Oh yeah, you might be onto something."
Man, who
Nah,
said
bro.
He may be the most.
What?
You-
On to something, bro.
You,
I ain't stand with you on that take. Ain't no way, bro. I'm
no,
telling
you
you.
weren't sitting there saying,
I
"Oh
ain't
yeah,
saying-
yeah," but you were saying like, "I can see."
Nah.
it. Because
No,
in 2020, he
I
wasn't
wish
playing
I
much.
was on the thing. I would have
we
said you tripping.
crucified you for that.
You tripping.
Chris, this man act like he forgot. Listen, Rob,
I
this how
never remembered there was with Russell Wilson that you said. That's not.
No,
I don't believe
this
that.
how I know this was when I was on every podcast every day with everybody with Off the Ball Network because my ankle was broke. And we all sat there on the overreaction Monday, and you said your biggest overreaction was that Lamar Jackson will be benched and damn near be out the league. And
I think he said he was going to be in the XFL.
he said he
XFL
was going to be
MVP.
benched damn
So
near
he
out
in XFL, bro?
of 4 to 5
XFL
years.
MVP. I think it's what
I
he
said
said.
he was going to be on the bench.
He said he was going to be on the
Yeah,
and damn near out the league in 4 to 5 years. He said that 3 years ago. 3
Yo,
years later, this
we
man
gonna forget that. We
MVP.
gonna forget that Marquise Brown dropped every touchdown pass, bro.
Oh, but listen, this man about to win an MVP 3 years after you said that. You got a year or two for your tape to expire, and instead of just being listen, Joe Flacco didn't win 2 league MVPs.
Oh, he won a Super Bowl MVP and then fell off the year. He fell off
Joe
6 months
Flacco
later.
finna take the Browns to
Joe Flacco?
Okay,
Yes.
you
Joe
finna get me.
Flacco was never a regular
Let's-
season quarterback.
Let's
though.
get
But he
back
was a
to
Super Bowl MVP,
Yeah,
and
Super
he was
Bowl.
solid. He was a
Hey,
good
nah.
quarterback.
Time out though. What we not finna do, we strayed away so much from the point.
let's get back to my loser. Let's get back to my loser.
Biggest loser, and I really
Yeah,
like.
Chris, tell us about how just a handful of games should not dictate the way we look at somebody's entire career.
Chris, that's for a whole nother show. That's
I
for a
don't
whole
want-
nother show, buddy.
I don't want to
Let's
have.
let's stay on
argument.
course. Let's stay on course.
No, we are
Let's
on
stay
course.
on course. All right.
Trevor Lawrence
We
had
know-
one really
Let's
good
talk
game.
about. He's had one really. He hasn't had a really good game.
Okay, he had a really
Yours
good
is
2
really good.
quarters.
He's
Man,
had 2 quarters,
he had a-
right? Again, that
He
comeback,
had a
right?
great
It
second half.
okay, that's 2
Okay.
quarters. This season, he's been absolutely
Second half,
garbage for
but
his
this ain't
standards.
2 quarters, but second half.
Garbage.
Time to win the game.
He's
That
been
man went and won the
garbage this
game.
year.
He made up for every mistake he made. He's
Garbage.
I'm sorry, watch this. He went in that locker room and said,
Garbage.
I'm sorry, watch this.
Basura.
He won the playoff game, bro. Jacksonville don't win nothing.
And then give that same praise to Daniel Jones then, because he won a playoff game on the road
Man,
too.
the Giants
On the
got a
road.
guy that won 2 Super Bowls recently, man. Y'all crying about a playoff win? No,
I'm not crying. I'm just trying to
You know
tell you.
Danny,
We're gonna praise Trevor Lawrence for winning a playoff game. All right.
the
But
fact
for
that
everything else he's done, which has been mid. Look at his stats this season, right? Just look at his stats. The last 4 games, he's been absolutely garbage, right? He's absolutely garbage. The whole season, he's been mid.
he's a top 5 quarterback or none. I'm just saying.
Oh, well, but this is
man-
how the media has perceived him as he's good. Oh no, the Jaguars got their guy.
He
He's safe.
good. Yeah.
He's good. All right, good, but you would
He's
think this
good,
guy is
bro.
God.
He's
Okay.
good.
He
They
doesn't get a pass. Everyone makes oh, he doesn't have Christian Kirk. That's the excuse now.
Nah,
I'm
but
so sick of the excuses
They
with him.
got their guy though. Like he's
Do
gonna
they?
be a Jaguar. Yes,
they?
bro, he's gonna be a Jag for the next 10 years, bro. 15 years.
Yeah,
They're
like-
gonna be.
Like
gonna win.
he's okay.
He's playoff
He's
games.
Russell. Nah, bro, he's Russell Wilson
Yeah.
to the Seahawks type stuff, bro. He gonna be there, bro. He
That's
gonna
number
win.
one pick worthy.
Man, he gonna win something.
Yeah, he was number
I
one
don't
pick
know about
worthy.
that.
He was number one, man. He ain't. Bro, he hasn't been. He
You
hasn't
can't
failed.
think
long
about
enough-
it.
He
You
hasn't
gonna-
failed
who
long
you gonna
enough to
pick?
say he not number one pick worthy. Like
Who
off
you
a
gonna
season coming off a season coming off playing, like off a season
Playing
coming
what?
off winning a
Playing off
playoff
what?
game, like bro, he ain't no like, oh, I wasn't worth the pick.
So he wins one playoff game.
might
He
win his
gets,
conference.
everything
Like,
is
his
everything else
division, he
is
still might win his division.
forgotten.
Nah,
His mid play for his whole career is
forgotten.
forgotten because he won a playoff
In
game.
the midst of that,
I need
he's
that
still
same.
win.
I need that same energy for Daniel Jones. Then
Nobody's
I'm just saying.
nobody is
He's done
giving.
the same thing Daniel Jones has done in his career, and Daniel Jones gets killed. But yeah, it's Trevor Lawrence though, because he's been good at every level, so he gets the pass for being
Man,
mid
Trevor
the
Lawrence-
whole season.
Trevor Lawrence had
The
Urban
whole
Meyer for a
season.
year.
For most of his
Yeah,
career,
Urban Meyer,
Oh
bro.
God, like his
Daniel
entire
Jones had,
bro.
had
He had to
Shermer and Joe
survive
Judge.
that.
Sorry, I don't want to hear it. He had Joe Judge as his head coach.
Man, Urban Meyer abused grown men.
A kicker, that don't count.
They're not real people.
They're not
Hey,
real
bro, don't
people. We
start
know
on
that.
kickers. We got the best one.
That's crazy.
Nah, but we need more. We need more Trevor Lawrence because it's ridiculous. He gets
No,
every
I
week is a pass.
Chris,
to this
I
man.
don't
I'm
want.
sorry.
I
I'm sick of
don't
it.
want to get away from the.
That's my gripe. Every week is no other quarterback in the NFL gets more of a pass than him. Like he lost his tackle. Oh, his run game's not good. Oh, his receivers are hurt. It's
Man,
his defense
Jalen
isn't good. Oh,
Man,
the
Jalen Hurts
stadium
Jalen
there's
Hurts
something with him.
I don't know, man. Jalen Hurts,
Jalen Hurts is up there too, but at least his team is actually good.
man,
He
he get
play around Jalen Hurts.
he get a
Like,
mighty
they-
hard pass.
He a good fit for
He
what
gets
they
a pass
do.
too, but he wasn't the number one pick.
I
though.
know he just made the Super Bowl, so I understand. Like, it's definitely going to be
And he made the
respectable
Super Bowl.
than just winning a playoff game. I get it.
Like, hey, Trevor Lawrence won a playoff game, so everything's good.
Nah, I'm just saying, like,
He's okay, man.
bro,
He's
check,
He's okay. That's it. We need to
That's
just
it.
if we just look at it that lens, then it's okay. But we
Yeah.
we want to praise him, and he's like, I saw one list. They're like, oh, let's look at all the next star quarterbacks, and he's always in these lists. I'm like, why? Why?
Yeah,
what has he
he
done?
got-
Shown in 3
He got a
years?
lot.
What
got
is he
a lot
shown to be
do.
like star? He has that it factor.
Hey,
He
you
don't
know
have
what's
that Joe
crazy?
Burrow factor. No,
And
none of that.
They said that about
Nah,
Peyton his first 3 years too, though. They said Peyton.
Nah, don't
they
do
said that
Kev.
about
Don't
Peyton. his
do that,
first
Mo.
3,
Mo.
4 years,
Don't
man.
do that, Mo.
Don't do that, Mo. Don't do
Don't
that,
do that.
Mo. Don't do
Don't
that.
do that, Mo.
Saying
Don't
he
do
was
that.
Manning. I'm just saying, bro.
Don't do
we-
that.
Don't do that, Mo.
No,
Mo.
listen. I'm not saying he was Peyton Manning. What I'm saying is, bro, how about the expectations of when these guys get about like year 5 or 6 in the league,
I don't
year
care.
5, 6, 7, that's when you know who they really gonna be. We want these guys to be that in year 1. We want you to be cool. We want to see
This
some
is year
progress.
3 we're talking about.
Year
Year
two-
3, we need to see.
Listen, year 2, we want to see you be good. Year 3, maybe we want to win a playoff game. Boom. Year 4, now we look like a playoff contender, not a Super Bowl contender, but a team that could win a playoff game and be uberly competitive and maybe accidentally find ourselves in the AFC Championship. Due to injuries and mid quarterback play and everything else, yeah, that's their predicament. They don't fall into that. But what I'm saying is like, bro, we want him to be a superstar now because he won a playoff game. And like, bro, things happen, injuries happen, everything, all that. But because
Got
you
outplayed by Baker Mayfield.
expected to jump, make a rise from exactly the cycle it was supposed to go and he did it. And the hate for him, like he don't have plenty of time to still show he's that. He still got a playoff win under his belt. All I'm gonna say is you could say whatever, but like Max still has a job and finna get another contract extension off a playoff win on his
He's
belt.
gonna get $200 million. It's gonna be sad.
I'm
It's
just
gonna be
saying,
sickening.
Dak-
Sickening
Yeah,
stomach.
but
Still a
I'm
better
just
contract.
saying, we're sitting here talking about Trevor Lawrence, as if we don't have a really
yeah,
good
but the
career.
expectations wasn't the same,
that's-
bro.
Bro,
Expectations were not the same as Peyton Manning. Let's stop that.
No, not at all. Because
What?
if you remember,
They were
Peyton
not the
Manning,
same.
they didn't even
Greatest
they
prospect
wasn't sure
in
if they was
Peyton
gonna
Manning,
draft
Andrew
Peyton Manning or not. They
Bro.
was thinking Ryan Leaf too.
bro,
Let's
but
be honest.
they call Trevor Lawrence the greatest prospect since Andrew Luck, maybe
Well, then
Peyton Manning.
silly.
Yeah,
Like,
but we heard that
silly to think
before.
that.
Say that, like, okay, if we watch other guys that grew into their own with the same expectations coming, and we can't give him the same type of grace when he has a good enough team, he's won enough games and got a good enough resume to be like, okay, this dude is gonna be our dude, and we are gonna sign him to a long-term extension. Like, that's crazy. to
He's
think that you have to
good.
say he's up
He's
to that.
okay.
He's good. He's really good.
Nah, he's
Trevor-
not really.
Okay.
He's not
Like
good.
he's okay to give
Nah.
him an extension.
Give me
because
Dak
you need a
Prescott over him.
quarterback.
I'll take Dak over him.
He's good at what he
In
does.
that same tier, though, you might take Dak Prescott over him because Dak Prescott at the top of that tier of whoever you want to, but it's Trevor Lawrence. They in the same tier though.
Who's in his age group? Let's look at his age group. I think if we do, who's in his age group and who would we take over him? That's
Yeah,
probably the
who's
better
his-
analysis than Dak. 'Cause Dak's been in the league for a little bit, so that's probably not fair. But we have to look at guys in the 24 to 25 age range and see who's better. That's probably a better analysis.
Joe Burrow.
Burrow.
Burrow's
Yeah,
better
Joe
than him.
Burrow.
That's
Yeah.
it. End the conversation. That's it.
Huh?
That's it.
I don't.
His age group. If
Can
he
you put that? Can you?
oh,
Who's
not a
so
better
Lamar?
4-year-old,
Lamar's 25. Lamar's 25, right?
he's like
Lamar
20.
came out in 18, right? 25.
Yeah,
he's
but
in that
Lamar, bro, Lamar, like, hold on now.
Yeah,
like-
Lamar's in that age group too, bro.
Lamar was in the league before Trevor Lawrence, though.
But I'm going by his age group now because that's probably the only fair way to
Hey,
analyze.
so Lamar and Burrow, cool. If I'm sitting behind them, I'm still sitting pretty. If I'm on top of the next class that's behind Lamar and Burrow, I'm sitting really pretty. Josh Allen well ahead. He like 27, 28. Mahomes like 27, 28. Like they a couple years ahead enough to not put them in that. So if you want to put Burrow, Lamar, and Lawrence, okay, Lawrence third, but ain't nobody else better than him. Like if we want to do
Well-
Lamar and Burrow, ain't nobody else better than him.
What about Herbert? You know,
No.
Hell
No, man, hell no. You could put them on the same. They the same thing.
I think they're the
You
same
want to do
thing.
that? They the same thing.
Yeah. All right. When y'all say it like that, yeah.
Because Herbert's coach was incompetent.
Like if we want to do some excuses though, and we say, hey, we have excuses of injuries and all that for Trevor Lawrence, but then like we'll sit here and say, like, oh yeah, Justin Herbert better, but then you're not gonna have excuses of why he ain't ever did it. And mind you, Trevor Lawrence handed Justin Herbert a playoff game, and guess who rose to the occasion and guess who fumbled it? Them same two quarterbacks that you will argue against each other.
They're on the same level to me, though.
One guy fumbled the playoff game to the other guy who handed him a playoff game. Here, Herbert, Chargers,
That's
how talented your team is and play in the second round. Guess what?
30-0. 30-0.
Bad, bro. He threw 4 picks. They were down like 4 touchdowns.
And he threw 4 picks in the first half.
Game.
Okay,
And it was a
I had
game.
somebody. I had
I'm
somebody
just
else
saying
that
with
look.
Trevor, Cam,
Who?
with my Trevor stuff, I feel
Who?
like his the way people talk about him, he gets
I want
like
to hear who Cam finna put else in that list. Who else in
Who
that
else,
list
Cam?
that you putting
How
over?
about Tua?
Man,
Tua?
get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Tua, I'm taking Tua over Tua. I'm taking Tua
No.
over Trevor.
No,
Yeah.
And he's right. Yeah.
I mean, just
That's
think
a
about
wash.
it.
Still a
Though.
weapon.
that's a wash. You can call it a wash. No,
A wash?
I'm not taking
No.
it. Oh my
Oh,
No.
you act like Trevor don't got weapons.
Yeah, Trevor got weapons. And he got
weapons.
his running back from college.
They've-
That's
Trevor
a
ain't got
perfect
the
match.
Exactly.
Trevor-
He got
Trevor-
running a
Trevor
good
ain't
offensive line.
man. His O line ain't good, bro. That's why that
Oh.
man back there talking about
Cruz, with our offensive lines, we'll take whatever Jacksonville's got. We go 75. How many sacks y'all got? We got 75.
It's that man,
75.
that man T-Law third injury in like 3 weeks, bro. And they want to talk about Iron Man. Hey man, sit that man down, bro, for you really hurt your future. You finna hurt your future, goddamn, putting him out there like that.
I will say
What about Stroud?
the Jaguars are in a better position
who?
with Trevor Lawrence than
No.
than-
CJ Stroud?
Stroud has the potential where I could say yes, he will be better than Trevor
Stroud
Lawrence.
has shown
Right
more.
He is not better than Trevor Lawrence.
I think Stroud has shown more
Has he though?
special traits than
Has
than-
he, though?
than Trevor has, in my
If-
opinion.
If we want to have that conversation after
I'm just saying, on strictly of moments where you're like, oh my god, that's
but listen, T-Law,
special. He's shown more than me than T-Law has.
to me, I think that was T-Law last season, though. I think that was T-Law last season. That's how he played. Now I get it; it was his second year in the league, but
T-Law,
bro, T-Law played like that last year.
T-Law and CJ Stroud. I just think it's too early for CJ Stroud
That's
to
what I
compare.
said. I said,
He's
you
shown
say
it.
he's
Too early.
better, cool, but like I'm taking Trevor Lawrence right now. They not really. In the
Yeah.
same, I guess if they're in the same age
I
group,
think I will say about that, like, yeah, maybe it's some premature because like we would have done this with Carson Wentz, and there's a couple class Carson Wentz and Goff, right? We all thought Wentz was that dude, right? And look at where Wentz is, and look where Goff is, and with RG3 and Luck, we thought RG3 was going to be the next Michael Vick, Dante Culpepper, all in one.
man, we thought he
and-
was going to be what Lamar is.
Yeah, and it didn't work. So like, but CJ has
I don't know,
definitely
man.
shown some special
I don't
traits.
know.
You know,
I mean, I
But
like
he-
RG3, but I didn't see it like that. Like I knew he was
Luck
good.
had moments too. Luck had moments too where it was like, yeah, he's that.
Yeah, like comparing one to the other, I knew Luck was gonna be number one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because.
Damn that.
But as far as RG3, I mean, he was cool, but I knew he was a project, right?
Yeah. Weapons at Baylor too, man. He was throwing the first round.
Yeah,
Bro,
bro.
you
He
ain't.
had
Josh Gordon was
Bro, he
first
had
round
some
pick.
weapons. dog.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it a
he was
buck.
special.
I'm gonna be honest. Ain't no way you turned on the Baylor Bears on Saturday and ain't think that RG3 was finna be him. That man put on a show every Saturday his entire college career.
And they
so-
just came off crazy like sanctions, right? They had that whole issue,
you-
right? Was that when they were going through their stuff, Baylor?
He was
You
nice
get-
though.
you projected him to be a star and you were wrong. Guess what? Join like 95% of America, because you know what? 95% of America that knew anything about RG3 meant that he had us watching Baylor football on Saturday. He was like as electrifying as Vince Young was without the brand. Vince Young was doing this at Texas. He was as electrifying. He was must-see TV like Reggie Bush. But guess what? Reggie Bush had the brand with USC. So it was going to be easy for us to turn on the USC Trojans. Reggie Bush, that's easy money. Who wasn't watching that at that time? This man RG3 had people watching Baylor football.
He did.
They
Yeah,
have
people-
been
He
very
did.
relevant
But it was,
Yeah,
it was
in Waco.
also the other brand too.
then. They have
It
been
was-
fairly relevant of a brand because of what RG3 did since then. They are a respectable football program because of what RG3 came and did, bro. So to think that he was
now
going to
again,
be a superstar, but to think he was going to be a superstar and like, damn, we missed. I hang that on the head, bro. Because guess what? Everybody thought he was going to be a superstar.
In the early 2010s, there were two things to do in Waco, Texas. Go watch RG3 and go see where the FBI shootout happened with the Colt. That's all there is to do in Waco.
But what else did you think there was to do for the rest of the
He
country?
ain't lying.
Bro, they had the rest
Right?
of
No,
the
no, no.
country paying attention to Waco, Texas.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
basketball team burying bodies.
Yeah, they basketball team's okay.
That was wild. That basketball.
Anyways,
Yeah. We about to get to We really dipped on
Hey,
the couch.
you know what is a win? What
Yeah,
was a win? The Lions winning the division for the first time since like forever. You know, shout out
Yeah,
to the
that was a
Lions
win.
fans. They, you know,
Yeah.
it's been bad. Like they were like Cruz, you said like franchises like yours and like the Browns, the Jets, and the Lions. Like, you know, shout out to them for finally winning the division though. So they're definitely a winner.
They finally got it right.
Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. They need that. That fan base it's a pretty good fan base and
I mean,
all that.
it
They
took
always
Aaron Rodgers leaving Green Bay. Kirk
They took
Cousins
advantage,
being
though.
Kirk Cousins and Justin Fields being Justin Fields.
But you know what? They took
again,
advantage. They took
they're winning
advantage.
games.
They
They're
won
not
it,
winning the
and-
division at 8-7 right now. They clinched it.
Exactly. It's not like that. Like they won it convincingly, and you know it was some close games, and this game should have won, but you know they build a good foundation over there. You know,
Yeah, man.
Hutchinson's a good piece on defense too. The Jaguars should have took him number one, but they took Trayvon Walker, and that's not going so well. So
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm a Jaguars hater, you know, but it's just I'm not.
Hey, that threw me for a loop, man. I was like, why are you gonna pick him?
That was a reach.
I was like, huh?
I digress.
I was like, all right, I
Look,
guess maybe
I
they
just
see
realized I
something
look
that I
like a
didn't see. But anytime a defensive player is in the Heisman conversation, you probably want to pick him. Probably.
So, Chris, give me your overreaction.
Ooh, overreaction.
I hope somebody say some bullshit.
Let Mo go first. Let me think about it for a
I'm
second.
not. No, you go. I'm going last.
Excuse
On
me?
this one. I don't even have.
Mo's yelling at me.
I mean, it's
One,
my
I
show,
don't
so
even have.
I,
No, I just get to go last on this one. They duck me from going last just so I don't get to address everybody else bullshit before I say my bullshit. Nah, I'm going last on this one. I'm sorry. Nah. Pick who your biggest overreaction. Tommy moving back to Italy and gonna
Yeah,
be
let Cam go first. Let me think about it.
all right, Cam, why don't you give us your overreaction?
Overreaction. I'm gonna say the Bucks winning, man. The Bucks
Super Bowl?
winning. Nah. Like,
Wait,
I mean,
but
them winning. Everybody been talking about, oh man, you know, Baker Mayfield about to get a contract extension. Like, hold your brakes. That's an overreaction to me.
Are we
man.
overreacting to the Bucks being good? That's real. That makes sense.
Yeah, they overreacted, dog. Cause like Mo said, they gonna get the Cowboys in the first round, and that's over with.
they're not overreacting though.
So I just think it's an overreaction though. So I don't really, I'm not buying the hype, man. Baker Mayfield does look good, but he got to show me that again for me to buy it.
He
So
has
I
played good
give him-
football this year. He has played good football this year.
I think totally opposite on that. I'm on the complete opposite side.
Hey, he's not playing good football.
Bro, no. I'm with you on that. I'm talking
Over the
about
Bucks.
they overreacting to signing him. Guess what they doing? They
No.
Extending
understand
him?
they can, bro. If you extend that man, guess what? You're not paying Baker Mayfield unrealistic money.
They're probably gonna pay him a nice, reasonable contract.
You are getting a good quarterback. You are getting a good quarterback on a good salary. That is what you finna get. You might pay $40 million. Guess what? In today's world, where these guys are about to get an excess of 60, when you look about how to build around a quarterback, and you
Baker
got a
at 40?
quarterback time for 40, all I'm saying, what are the superstar quarterbacks getting? Nobody see the thing. The problem about not knowing,
40,
like,
dog?
Guess what? Guess who
Oh, you
just
think he's
set?
in 40?
Time out. Listen, guess who just set the precedent for what average quarterbacks get paid? Daniel Jones. So guess what? If I'm Baker and I'm at the table and I go and I play competitive in the playoffs, I win my division. We're supposed to save this franchise.
You know what?
Take the low number.
When you say it like that,
Yeah.
I'm
Actually,
better
you know
than
what? That makes,
Daniel.
he's gonna get the same Daniel Jones contract. He's gonna get like a 4-year deal, quote unquote, but it's really like a 1 or 2 year.
And that 40
Probably a
million
1 year
number,
deal.
that 42 million number ain't even gonna look ugly because you just watch everybody else sign for 50, high 50s and low 60 million per year plus. So like I just got a good quarterback gonna be getting paid $40 million. The Dak Prescott's, all them guys in the tiers, he's not in the Baker tier, but I'm just saying, all these guys that you think are good and not good enough to win the Super Bowl, they often start getting paid $50 million. All of them about to start getting paid $50 million. That's going to be I'm just a good quarterback discount because these guys are about to start getting paid 65, 70, 75 million, $80 million in the next 10 years per year. So they finna start, okay, that guy makes 70, I make 50. I make 55, I make 60. That's my discount because it could cost me $70 million per year.
Because I feel like Daniel Jones definitely messed up the market.
I think a good to average quarterback. I think a Kirk Cousins, a Baker Mayfield. I think all them dudes could ask, listen, bro, I want $40 million. I take a 2-3 year deal, $40 million, 3 year, $120 million. Call it a day. 3 years, $120 million. Fully guaranteed too. I need all that. I'm a Kirk Cousins. Yeah, I'm $40 million fully guaranteed for the next 3 years. Yeah,
he gets
not
that for
guaranteed,
him,
bro.
I don't think he's gonna get that. That's crazy.
We ain't talking Deshaun Watson.
That's a discount. It ain't Deshaun Watson because he ain't getting paid for the next 5 years. It's only 3 and it's only a $40 million. By year 2, he ain't even gonna hurt your cap. He ain't even gonna hurt your cap.
They're gonna get rid of his ass first anyway.
I don't think so, man.
What's your overreaction?
Hold on. What'd you say, Rob?
I haven't said one yet.
What was Chris's?
He hasn't said one yet either.
Yeah, I said I'm going last. What we talking about? I ain't forget. Y'all,
I didn't know you were hosting the show.
Oh, I didn't know either. But I said I'm last.
All right, Chris, go ahead and give yours real quick.
Mo demanded stuff. It's Mo. Even though your
Mo's
team
about
lost,
to get smacked in the second
I
round.
still
for the
think
49ers
I think the
playoffs,
Dallas Cowboys will get to the NFC Championship game for the first time since Mo was born. I still think that
before Mo was born.
Before Mo was born. When were you born? 95?
They was there. I was born in 95. They was there in January 96. Stop playing. I ain't see it. But they was there since I've been born.
Mo was little in the incubator. You know?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
he said the incubator.
I ain't witnessing. I don't speak on it. Like that's why I don't speak from a place like we got 5 championships. I ain't seen none of them. But hey, let's not act like I didn't bless them with a NFC championship appearance. Like if it wasn't for me coming in May, they wouldn't.
All our championships.
January, they knew what to do. Now I ain't seen that. Man, none of them.
I still think the Cowboys are still going to get to the NFC Championship game. I still think the offense is potent enough. You know, they do. It does feel like it's CD Lamb, and then like, you know, Cook says, you know, he had that touchdown, which was a nice touchdown, a nice throw by Dak and all that, but you know, still need some more production from the run game. But I still think
drunk.
I'm not drunk yet. Not
Bro,
yet.
the Cowboy ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
It's an
bro.
overreaction. It's called the overreaction segment, right? This is my overreaction. I think
Ain't
they're
no
going
way.
to get to the championship for the first time in your
That's
lifetime.
just you to come back to brag about how my sorry ass Cowboys made you look bad on your overreaction. That's all that is. It's just a setup for later for playoff.
No,
football.
no. I truly believe this.
No, that's a that's the
right.
setup.
Them boys.
Playoff for this show in the playoffs. That's all he's doing.
I shaved everything off for them boys. Pause.
All right, I'll give mine real quick. Yeah,
that's
please
crazy.
do.
That's great. Hold up. That's crazy. I just said that. But yeah.
Raiders are making the playoff.
Ooh.
So
Really?
I get into it. Would you want me to tell you why? How they have?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Tell
I
us
don't-
why.
games they got
I don't want you to
Colts.
just throw that out there on
They
the
got
hot.
the-
It shows,
They got
it
the-
does show that Josh McDaniels should never, ever to be a head coach again.
Ever.
Again.
Ever.
Well, they
Raiders have the Colts this weekend, and then they got the Broncos, which is a winnable game next weekend.
They're not losing.
have-
it.
Yeah,
Winning,
can I
they-
finish?
My fault.
The Bengals, they need the Bengals to lose to the Chiefs this weekend. And then the Steelers, they have who the Steelers have this week. They got the Seahawks and then the Ravens next week. They lose one of those games and Raiders win out. Raiders take the 7th seed. I think it's gonna happen.
Hey, they make the playoffs, man. AP, the head coach, man. You heard it.
No.
here.
No.
That
No.
AP, just a quick thought on the AP stuff. Like, I love
No.
AP. He helped my team win a Super Bowl, so I'm a F forever. And I love that man. He was a big part of the defenses. A part of me does feel like he should get the head coach, but there's also like the other part of me is like we've seen this before, and then like when they sign those interim coaches, it doesn't really work out. So like,
Yeah.
but is the
everybody,
Raiders?
Everybody said it in the chat and here
I
too.
know
He said they don't really
he's a
think
Cali
about it.
dude. He fits the Raiders mode, but they have to really do their due diligence and figure out before they just give him, because it looks good right now, but we've seen this before. So
Yeah.
I hope I root for him. I hope he gets a job because, like I say, he's a forever a Giant for me. So I root for all my Giants. But
Mike Singletary
I
is one
wouldn't
of
just
those
give him the
names.
job. I wouldn't just give him the job. I do the process and to see. But yeah, that's just my quick
Yeah.
thought on that.
Nah, I get you. It makes sense, man. You got to be careful, but it just seemed like the wave is like the wave, man. It looked good, man.
Yeah.
Look
No
real
more
good.
Belichick prodigies. I think that's officially over though.
Bro.
The
His
Belichick
coaching
guy,
tree is trash, man.
it's
His
done.
coaching tree is
Right? There's
garbage.
nobody else in the tree, right? That can be a head coach. It's done, right? Like that's it, right?
I'm
Patricia's
sure
never
his son
gonna get a
will
head
look
coach.
into a job or something.
Nah, his needle. I'm sorry. We need to stop be like the coaches too. Like he's a linebackers coach. Would you want to listen to if you're a linebacker and you're 6'4",
Nepotism
250
is
pounds, and you
crazy.
got this little 5'8", 100 telling you that you're not shedding right, or you're not, your leverage is
Did he
wrong. Be
even
like,
play
yo,
football?
I don't think Belichick. I mean, Belichick can play either, but he's a great coach. But I'm sorry, Mo, you understand? Like, there's certain positions and like they're like, yo, you gotta be a player to tell me like I'm doing something. You can't just be some dude.
Yeah, it hit different when like they can play or they have or they can play. Like even growing up, like especially like once you hit high school and college, like if they're a former player of anything, like even if it was
like an all-state, like my linebackers coach in high school is an all-state like linebacker. Like if he was just some guy that worked at a grocery store, I'd be like, yo, I mean, this is who I would. This is I'm not gonna be listening to him the same way if you say he was an all-city linebacker, or like something like that, or you're if Wes Welker's the wide receiver coach for the Dolphins, like I'm listening to him because he was an all-pro and all that.
Yeah.
If you just do, I don't know, maybe. But I don't know. It's just weird that the Patriots, that's how they use their coaches. Like none of their coaches played.
But that's the easiest way to rally around the coach, but that's not the easiest way to win.
Yeah, long term. Yeah, long term. It's good in the short term for AP, but
all their coaches though, like in that they all come from disciplined backgrounds. Like
he's very
the
disciplined
assistants and all that. They all come from disciplined backgrounds. So like, bro, it is a very militant, tight run organization. So that don't succeed everywhere else, but it's very militant.
So real quick, Bill Belichick has two of his two sons on his coaching staff, Steven and Brian, who played lacrosse in college.
They didn't even play football.
I mean, but do you care that they didn't play football though? Like, do you really
Yes.
If you're the Suns coach, yeah.
And that's a big part of it because the nepotism is crazy.
Like, who's the greatest NBA coach of all time?
I know. We're gonna go Pop
Arguably,
or Phil Jackson played in the NBA though.
Pop never who.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm saying
so, yes. So that that in and of itself, sure, it worked out.
And are you not giving your son a job when you're winning Super Bowls while doing it? Lie to me, because all of y'all is gonna hire your son while you winning Super Bowls doing it.
I ain't hiring him.
Not as a position coach. I'm not hiring my.
Y'all all
hire my daughter.
Y'all are all
I'm not hiring him at all.
Ball boy.
No.
I'm not making my son go safety.
You're telling me if you can slide your son in there.
I like the segment. Would you hire your coach to be a
bro.
defensive
if you
tackle
can-
coach at
If you
5'8",
can slide your
160.
son- if you can slide your son in as credit as an assistant coach, a special teams coordinator, the punting coach, I don't give a damn. You gonna
Okay,
put your son
It's
in
one
that
thing to do it. It's one thing if the players respect that.
Mail
Though.
room.
Do you think the players
Mail
respect it?
room.
and get that money, man. You gonna set your kid up, man. Y'all lying, bro.
No.
Mail
I'm not
room.
talking about that. I'm talking about do the players respect the
Especially if
you know-
your son aspired to be a coach. Who didn't say they didn't at least coach high school or junior college before that? Like, yeah, they might not have had a real okay. You get the benefit of the doubt of being able to jump up from being a offensive coordinator at who knows what JUCO, because yes, you go in now. You're like interim under your dad. Yes, you get that benefit of the doubt of being a kid of being great. Like, look how many kids get to be relevant. People's sons relevant just because of who they related to, even though they don't do anything that establishes anything positive toward the rotation of this earth. They still get the benefit of being the son of their dad. So why not, bro? I would easily we don't know. We don't think he just picked his son straight out of high school and was like, here. Like, they might have coached some high school, coached some JUCO. Hey, get you just a little bit of experience, run some.
knowing Bill.
Get used to being in
He
charge.
let
And
Joe Judge be the offensive coordinator, so that wouldn't shock me if he just let his son.
I mean, why wouldn't you let
in
your
the
son
basement just be the DC.
if your son really had an interest in coaching and you set some boundaries of like, you got to coach high school first, and then we'll get
Get all
you
the
out.
Belichick's out of here. I think New England's over all the
I'm
Belichick.
just
Get them
saying,
all out of here.
off the strength of my name, if I tell my son, hey, you got to coach high school, I'm gonna get your high school coaching job. Boom. You do some success at that, I'm gonna get you at like a JUCO. We're not just gonna take you all the way. Please.
What's his
Get you-
son's name?
And you know what?
Brian.
You got some college coach experience and you got some high school coaching
What's
experience.
his name? Brian Belichick. Let's see his coaching.
One is
I don't know
Steven
them
and one
buddies'
is
names.
Brian, yeah.
I know Steven, that's the one that look like he do cocaine.
Wow, he looks just like Bill.
Yeah, but Steven, the one that be
Scary.
doing them crazy faces like he on cocaine on the sidelines.
Oh, that's the linebacker called Steven, right?
Yeah, he gotta be. He look like a linebacker.
He's a little, yeah. He looked like a.
He look like he might snort a line.
He looked like a third. He looked like a all second team, all state linebacker.
Bro, he might.
Steven.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You don't know, like, bro. we
Nah,
don't
bro,
know.
looks like the dude from Breaking Bad. What's
Bro,
his
what
name?
if you come to find out, bro? What if you come to find out Belichick?
Hey,
Belichick's
Chris, you a
son
fool
was
for
really
that
good
one.
at football? Like, what if you come to
Nothing
find
to do
out?
with Breaking Bad.
Belichick's son was
Oh, okay,
really
all right. This is his this is Stephen Belichick's Wikipedia. Wikipedia is definitely correct too. So, he played
some facts on
lacrosse
that.
he was an all. He didn't play football. Nah, I thought he was gonna say he was all. He just played lacrosse. He has no football background.
Okay,
They
but
got shoulder
yes,
pads
he
in
do
there,
got
though.
a football
He
background.
was a
Yes,
he was a long snapper. That don't count.
he
Stop
got
that.
a football background.
He's a long snapper, bro.
He has a football
He don't even
background.
wear the right numbers. Nah,
He is the
he ain't getting
son
that.
of the greatest head coach of all time. He has
nah.
a football background.
No.
He grew up
Bro.
around his dad, sleeping and breathing
Hey,
football.
long snapping does count.
The long snapper, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, they're
Listen,
not
bro.
football players.
Listen, bro. I don't
Bruh.
care. I don't care
They're
about
not football players. Stop it.
Hey, Bama's long snapper got drafted by
bro,
the Panthers.
give me
I
5
think it counts.
seconds.
Hey,
No.
look how the Panthers
I
are doing.
don't care. I don't
Yeah,
care.
they ass like that.
I don't care about him playing. When you're talking about this kid
Why they're
just
for
grew up
3-11.
sitting here, this kid sat here and watched his dad game plan. He probably sat in his dad lap while he was game planning for big NFL games, bro. His whole life. And you say he
Belichick.
tried to coach nothing? That's crazy. I grew up around the greatest head coach of all time my entire life. I sat here when my dad was making game plans. That's how we spent time together. That's what gave me my interest in football. Even though I couldn't really play it, I was always interested in it because my dad is freaking Bill Belichick. So I played lacrosse where I got in where I could fit in. I still had a little bit of athleticism, but I really love football.
He's a
My
long
dad
snapper.
was the
No
greatest
athleticism.
football minds. Stop playing, bro. He has the
Bro,
he has,
he's probably the best long snapper.
No, what's
ever,
your
though.
overreaction?
He
Bro,
was the safeties coach. That's what you want coaching.
y'all
Is no
are
wonder they've been trash, bro. Any outside lap? Come on, he can't be your outside linebackers coach. Get out
My
of here.
biggest
Stop.
What's your
overreaction.
overreaction?
Chris is a doofus for anything that you say.
How you gonna make him a safeties and then you outside linebacker? God, no wonder.
Nah,
People were play calling at one point.
in all honesty, my biggest overreaction is the Browns gonna win a first round playoff game, and they gonna have to walk into this offseason and really contemplate
They
Whether-
re-signed Joe Flacco
back for one more year
Go get the Daniel Jones contract.
or rock with Deshaun Watson, because even if you bring him back for 1 year, I mean, if that, I'm not saying the Browns win the Super Bowl. I'm not going there, but let's just hypothetically, just
What's
for
his- and they cut. How is his contract? I know he got fully guaranteed, but
no,
are they
they,
on the hook for any of the money?
yes, they're on the hook for
On
every
hook.
single
'Cause
dollar.
honestly, it looks bad that he was so bad with them, and then like Joe Flacco literally comes off the couch and
Off
just
the
throwing
couch.
350 and 3 touchdowns. He
Amari,
got put on the practice squad last week after starting, and then they got elevated, and then he just throws 3 touchdowns and is just balling right now. Like just
but I'm just saying. So
Hey,
just for
you
fun
know, I know Joe Flacco, man.
bro, just for fun conversation. Let's say Flacco wins the Super Bowl. We don't
No.
think
No.
that. No, just hear me out. Just listen.
We've seen this movie before.
We don't think the Browns
No,
win
it's a
the
different
Super
movie.
Bowl. This is a fun conversation. I
This
want
is a fun.
hypothetical that this happens. Let's say they win the Super Bowl
Yes.
and you're the Browns.
Yes.
What in the hell do you do?
statue?
The Nick Foles,
Forget
Right
LeBron
next to
James.
LeBron.
Hey, it's gonna be.
You're next
Hey,
to LeBron. Forget
hey,
LeBron James what
that's
LeBron
a-
James did. Joe
that's
Flacco
a
would
good-
be.
that's a good point that Mo making. Because if he win the Super Bowl with the Browns,
They have
it's
the,
gonna be
but
the
they
Nick
have the
Foles fan.
defense. It would be very. It
that's-
would be different from the.
I just wanted the conversation of if they did, what it means for them, like going into the offseason. Because let's say Flacco's like, you know what, that felt great. I got enough juice to do this. I got love for
It
it.
probably would be a mistake because he probably would be trash,
be.
but
It could be, but how much of
they
it?
wouldn't care though. They wouldn't care though because they went to Super
Oh,
Bowl.
at that point, bro, he's solidified, bro. He's listen. He will
Does
never.
but does he get into the Hall of Fame now? Does he become a Hall of Famer now?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
Let
Super Bowl.
everybody into the Hall of Fame.
Nah,
Oh, you
I ain't gonna lie.
saggy
Flacco,
ass.
2 Super Bowl,
Flacco,
You know what's crazy, Cruz? Out of all the
Hey,
franchises,
that's
you
all
root
it takes.
for, you have you never had a quarterback that you have like that's your guy for at least 3 years. That you're like, all right, this is our guy. You should be more appreciative of these types of quarterbacks. No, you're not, and this is really disappointing. You should
Yeah,
be more
like,
Because
appreciative
they're
of these types of
over-
quarterbacks.
overinflated.
starve. You should starve for.
You should be starving for freaking Baker Mayfield.
You should be starving for Dak Prescott
Exactly.
and Brock Purdy and
Yeah.
Lawrence and who else? Who else is mid? And Jared Goff. You out here crying about we want Caleb Williams and all this, and it's realistic. But I'm just saying, man, you better go ahead and take Bo Nix and call it a day. Like,
29-year-old rookie.
man, look, you better take Bo Nix, a ready-made NFL player, and call it a day.
Exactly, yo. Plug and play, baby.
They,
Plug and play,
they need
baby.
Michael Penix, bro.
Hey, you beat 10 games, you win 10 games. You know what I'm saying? For the
JD.
spot in the NFC East, you make the playoffs and you lose in the first round. Boy, you better expect that for the next 10 to 15
I'm
years.
just saying, Cruz, you should be more appreciative of these types. I would think of you're a fan of this franchise that you root for, you would be more appreciative of just any quarterback that has a pulse.
Man,
And
you
you're
should
just
praying for Tua and
Yo, I got a question though. I got a question. So,
Purdy, the last pick of the draft, and y'all should be. That's how bad y'all been at quarterback. You should be
so,
praying for the
I
Lions.
think
Rob,
all
did you-
that's
did
the
you
love, Mr.
like
Irrelevant.
Kirk though?
Y'all one of the teams that passed up on Lamar too. Let's not
They
forget.
let
Yeah,
Kirk.
I'm-
They let Kirk go. They
Hey,
let
he
Kirk
went
go.
32nd. That means 31 teams went ahead of him. Guess what? Y'all were one of them. Y'all passed up on Lamar,
Yeah,
thinking
they
about the
passed up on
RG3 situation. Man, y'all did a whole lot.
Yeah.
We took Jerome Payne that year.
Yeah, that's cool. That ain't Lamar Jackson.
No, I'm just saying, like that's
Yeah,
who
like-
we took over
like-
Lamar Jackson.
We
Yeah,
took
you know-
Saquon Barkley too.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy is like at the end of the day, yeah, you should really you should be speaking so
appreciative.
highly of Dak. Like Dak should sit at
And Elijah.
you should be pitching that he's like in the Hall of Fame to you because that would be a Hall of Fame quarterback for Washington.
Jason Campbell's your best quarterback.
Yeah, like what it was like Mark Brunell. You got to go back to Mark Brunell. to be like,
Patrick Ramsey.
Nah,
Like, hey,
they
you
need to
gotta
go. Hey,
when
they need to
Mark-
go back to
Rex
Doug Williams.
Grossman. Oh, your quarterback's been trash, Cruz. Come on, you need to be better. We
I'm
appreciate
not
the
saying they
quarterback.
haven't,
And you'll have
but I'm not going to sit here and
like Dak's not
Mark
lump
Brunell,
up somebody who
Matt
had 4
Hasselbeck.
good games.
But like, bro, you go back to Mark Brunell.
Not Matt Hasselbeck.
You will sit here.
It
You will
was Tim
sit here.
Hasselbeck.
You will sit here and put
Tim Hasselbeck. Tim
Lamar
Hasselbeck.
Jackson on the bench.
Hey,
You will make a 4 to 5 year projection on an MVP.
hey, they had Danny Warfel, though.
quarterback.
Bro, Chris Leak tried out for y'all.
So
Emmanuel's quarterback.
He made the
Because-
preseason roster.
So because
He did. Chris Lee.
my team has never had a quarterback, I should overvalue everybody else's quarterback.
Oh man,
Yes.
Wikipedia has like 8
Yes.
pages of
Alright.
y'all quarterbacks. Oh
This has
man.
been fun.
You know
Why?
why?
Matthews, Danny
All
Worth,
the most successful of your quarterbacks. They all
George.
give their teams
Hey,
more.
Terry trying to
Alright.
create his offense.
You had Jeff Hostetler.
Okay.
You had a Super Bowl MVP at quarterback.
So like, bro, your quarterback situation was so bad. You know what the highlight of Washington Commanders, Redskins football team past 10 to 15 years is? Taylor Heineke almost beating Tom Brady. That's the life of the
Donovan McNabb. You ruined Donovan McNabb.
that is the life of
They did.
And his
that's
career.
their most recent impressive win. And like even still they look at it like, damn, we've never been anything since then. Like, bro, the quarterback play is atrocious.
Cowboys
Yo,
have had tons
yo.
of success.
No, they just
Andy Reid.
no,
Andy Reid traded Donovan McNabb in the division. That's how
more
he's like, nah.
more quarterbacks. You should wish you had Dak or Romo. That's
John
all.
Beck.
You should wish you had Dak or Romo.
Hey, y'all should have had
Anyway.
Kyle Bowler, man.
Like, you
This has been fun.
Yeah. John Fries. Rich Gannon.
Cameron, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you.
Hey, you guys can find us on YouTube, X, Twitter, man. Football Frame of Mind podcast, man. We everywhere. Anywhere you get your podcast from, we on there. Just type in Football Frame of Mind podcast. It's gonna pop up, man. We got a football field as our logo, so you know what it is, man. That's what we talk about. So that's where you can find us.
Mo, let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah, you can follow me at Mo_Cheese15 on Twitter. Up in Flames gonna kick back on the new year, probably like the New Year day specifically. Is what I'm shooting for. But yeah, you can follow me there and check me out on any Off the Ball Network show. I'll try and make as many appearances as I can.
Garrett Gilbert.
Chris,
Josh Freeman.
Freeman. Hey, what happened to Josh Freeman? I thought he was gonna be the one.
Jason Campbell.
Josh Freeman was never the same after he went 10-6 and missed the playoffs with the Bucks. It never was the same after that.
He was that dude for a half a second. Yeah, you can follow me Off the Ball Pod on all social media platforms. Make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're watching right now. Appreciate anyone who's supporting throughout the year. 2024 is going to be a big year for us. So just make sure to check out all the links over there.
you already know you can find
Josh
me
Johnson.
on Twitter, Football and Show Podcast on Facebook and Instagram.
He played for everybody.
For Cameron, Mo, and Chris, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.